forecast. Here's KATC Chief Meteorologist Rob Perillo.
Welcome back. Well, still an unsettled weather pattern, and it's going to get stormy again, especially as we head into Thursday. After that, a little bit smoother sailing for a couple of days, but big picture, more rain, more storms in the forecast. Not a whole lot in the way of storms for tomorrow, but we could see some storms that could produce maybe tornadoes or a little bit of a tornado outbreak across the Gulf South, and we'll talk more about that in just a bit. Storm system up here across the plains heading into the Midwest. Another disturbance on the tail end of that system is what ignited our storms today, and you can see we have a little bit of a break, but fast on its heels, another weather system is producing snow at elevation. Winter storm warnings across a lot of New Mexico, where they're expecting upwards of 2 feet of snow above 7,500 feet. Meanwhile, locally, it's been a stormy one today. 12-hour loop taking us with those showers and storms that have been very pesky to move. In fact, we see almost a little bit of a northward movement over the last several hours. And as we take a look at the local Doppler radars, you can see some very heavy rainfall. Looks like it's earmarked more for Terrebonne rather than St. Mary Parish, but we'll watch the trends because this is flooding rainfall here. Houma has had reported some flooding as well, so folks down there having a rough time of it as well. Meanwhile, the rest of us pretty quiet from Iberia Parish on northwestward, but we do think some of the shower activity will weaken first, then begin to move northward as we get closer to tomorrow morning. St. Mary Parish, you can see where the heavier rains are, just about between Franklin over toward Morgan City. The lightning activity offshore, we just don't want to see that moving inland. If so, it's going to move in, it looks like Terrebonne Parish for now. So let's take a look at the HRRR model here, and again, the HRRR model taking the bulk of the heavier storms off to the east and kind of weakening things, but then bringing showers back to the north just about at any time during the day tomorrow. It looks like as we get into the afternoon, we'll see showers and thunderstorms blossoming out just a little bit more so. Just showers mostly and some embedded thunderstorms, but it's going to be a wet and kind of a dreary pattern. Then as we head into your Thursday morning looks quiet, but Thursday afternoon, winds get cranking, and right around mid-morning to early afternoon, showers and storms are going to initiate, and once again we're going to be in the initiation zone of a severe weather event that likely will manifest over toward Mississippi. But nonetheless, I'm going to show you some of the severe weather parameters coming up in just a bit. Mississippi under the gun for another significant tornado outbreak, and by Thursday afternoon things are quieting down across Acadiana. Drier, cooler air eventually moving in, at least for the morning, Friday morning, but it gets back up to 80 Friday afternoon. Severe weather risk, just a marginal risk. I-10 Highway 90 corridor on northward, but mind you, we were in a marginal risk for severe weather today. Slightly better risk as you get into the northern part of the state. Then we get into Thursday, a large area of an enhanced risk of storms that could produce what we call discrete supercells. These are individual storm cells that I just showed you that could be capable of rotation, producing strong tornadoes. So we'll watch that. Our risk, a slight risk. Heavy rain threat mainly over eastern Louisiana. We're not concerned with rain anymore. So let's take a look at a couple of things that I like to look at as a forecast meteorologist. Thunderstorm energy. This is what's called convective available potential energy, also known as CATE. Not a whole lot of it. Then going into tomorrow night, early Thursday, you can see things picking up, and then you get mid-morning Thursday into the afternoon hours where you have plenty of CATE, so lots of thunderstorm energy. Now, the other thing that we'll look at is the helicity index, which is the tornado spin potential, and it's going to be quiet through tomorrow. Not concerned with any tornadic activity. Notice things begin to pick up early morning hours, but we're not going to have storms, we don't think, at that time over eastern Louisiana. But then right around mid-morning to late morning, we see a lot of red here. That's a moderate threat of some strong helicity here that could produce tornadoes. And you can see that manifests into Mississippi. And we're kind of on the edge of things, so we'll just have to keep an eye on things. But I would expect a tornado watch at least for Thursday. All the heavy rain, we think, the models are on it now over southeast Louisiana. Not a whole lot of rain, but there's also going to be wind. Tomorrow the winds are going to be breezy, but we're going to see some gusts in the 30-mile-an-hour range for tomorrow. The winds stay up tomorrow night going into Thursday, and then they really get cranking going into Thursday afternoon, where we'll see gusts to about 40. So it's that time of year where we have those high winds away from the storms, and that's also a marker that there's going to be some bad storms somewhere nearby. So showers slowly tapering, cells lingering near the coast Rain chance inland at 20%, but 60% along the coast. Scattered showers tomorrow, few storms in the mix as well. Wetter during the afternoon hours with your rain chance at 70% tomorrow, 80% Thursday, mainly midday hours, and then Friday looking much better. And going into the weekend, not too bad, but we should see some storms again come Sunday. That's it for weather for now. We'll be right back right after this.